Welcome guys to TCM Education. We're gonna analyze in this video yesterday's price action using our daily power list, then a long list, and then maybe a short list. But let's first understand what happened yesterday, the last trading day of June. And in order to understand what happened in the market, we're obviously looking at the 5-minute S&P intraday bar. So the S&P closed up 0.48%, as you can see, but the overall price action was really dismal. We started the trading day at 617.30. We ended the trading day at 617.80. So overall we gained 40 cents. Okay, that's 0.0001%. So most of the price action was obviously on the gap. The S&P did move off the lows in the last hour. So basically, if we look at the price action, the move higher over the VWAP started after 3 p.m. What triggered this move? I think it was Apple that moved up 2% late in the day. I think it was Apple, but you know, that's it's not like we can get a written note about it, most likely. So, and again, we saw a move over 619. That's all-time highs, and a pullback of $1 in the late in the day. Again, nothing spectacular about that, because let's face it, if you didn't take a trade by 3 p.m., most likely you are so exhausted that you're not gonna, take another trade. Now there were stocks, and I will highlight them, that were excellent movers, and we as day traders, this is our job to find them. Now, where's my initial source of trades? I discussed it many times, and we'll see it again here. This list is dominated by one indicator. I think I'm mentioning him or this indicator already 10,000 times in this channel, and this channel is only 6 weeks old. So that's the range percentage. This indicator, that's actually not available on all platforms, but should be available. Anyway, it's if you don't have it on your platform, find a source for it. Again, we can overcome it easily, but it's still important, because this indicator focuses or puts you in the focus with the right stocks to trade. Yesterday there were, after 6.5 hours, only 13 stocks that moved above the 10% threshold that we require for this indicator, the intraday range. Now what happens to you as a day trader when the list is you don't have many stocks in the list? At the beginning we had the 3 or 4. Those were ARTL. You can see this stock, and later BMRN joined, and there was this BUR, never heard or traded it. So those stocks are most likely, I didn't trade any of them, but those are traps. Again, the volume is good, but the liquidity is horrible. This is not the time to discuss them. So again, I talked in the first recap yesterday about Joby and Robinhood. Turn out that Joby, Robinhood, and MGNI, so the numbers 3, 4, and 5 on the list according to percentage change, were amazing movers. NQUBT was, and maybe there were others, but we don't have enough time to cover them. So let's take a look at the winners. Let's start with Robinhood. What happened with Robinhood? And in order to understand what happened with Robinhood, first of all, you need to understand that Robinhood is at all-time highs. The stock is a financial stock doing very well because of its move into crypto, trading, investing, whatever, and plenty of investors or short-term traders using their mobile to buy in and out of stocks, and when the markets are at all-time highs, brokers are obviously at all-time highs, and it applies to all brokerage platforms. So the stock is at all-time highs. Now, how can you trade, or we trade, Robinhood yesterday? Because it was very tricky and not very characteristic. So the stock started up with 2% gap. You can see the gap easily clear on the chart, here on the chart. That's the gap. And then it traded higher, was rejected at the highs of the day, at 89, which are all-time highs, and then started to move lower. And suddenly, this is I think that was a deal breaker for many traders. This burst of volume sent the stock under the lows of the day. So that's a bad signal when the stock drops under the lows of.
Want to stop guessing and start trading like a pro? Join our one-on-one mentorship program. Learn high-impact, low-risk chart patterns, risk management, and experience with live execution. Get expert coaching and one-on-one training and support. Get your day trading green with strategies that work. Sign up today. Spots are limited. Email thechartsmaverick@gmail.com.
To check, I think everybody was so bummed out by the price action in the SPY that nobody checked. Again, I will try, and I suggest you all, if you have the time, read about Robinhood yesterday. There were definitely some news. Then it broke the highs of the day with a questionable move, which was very, very tough to understand, defend, but the result was amazing. So the stock breaks 889, which was the rejected level in the morning session, and moves up $7. Sorry, $5. Okay, to over 90, 91, and then touch 94, closed below 94. But that's looking at the S&P and looking at Robinhood, you know, obviously that there's something going on. There's no way that Robinhood is moving up 10% and closing up nearly 13% when the S&P is doing zero, because Robinhood is S&P stock. It's a financial stock. So again, maybe they're reconsidering adding it back. Not adding it back. There were rumors about Robinhood getting into the S&P 500. Maybe those rumors reserved. I don't know. Bottom line, the stock broke through 90, which is I think this is a signal of pure strength. And if you look at the move over 90 here, you understand that normally a stock will test the round number level and come back and maybe retest it again, give traders a chance here. Here it's going from 89 to 90 to 91, obviously driven by increased volumes, and on top of that going to round numbers like their butter. So anybody that entered 89 by 91 probably would have been out of the trade. The smart money, or the smart traders that use the A strategy, which we try to use and apply to stocks that we trade, and we say, okay, the stocks are very special, that we sell them at the close of the trading day, whatever, no matter what happens. Sometimes they will come back to the entry. That's fine. But that's why they are on this very special daily power list that's unique in its intrinsic strength. And that's why Robinhood should have been sold at the close. And again, sometimes you leave a lot of money on the table using this strategy. But again, because you're trading the super strong stocks, and you use a unique indicator to validate that they are really, really strong on top of volume and percentage change and obviously trend, still there are no guarantees. In this case, obviously, anybody that sold at 91 left 50% on the money of the table, because on an 89 entry, that's $2 instead of $4. So it's 50% of the profits are left pretty much on the table. So that's the first stock that I wanted to talk about. The second one, MGNI. Hold on a second, guys. It will come in the chart in a minute. Very simple. Gap up and go. And this stock on this gap up and go is immediately in the screener. Not necessarily in the power screener, but on a gainers losers screener. Why? Because it jumped over 10%. And when the market is not doing anything, and we had very few stocks that were moving above that threshold level. So if we go back and look at the price action in the stock, you can see this move higher, and then this perfect bull flag formation. Perfect. Okay, so that's the trade. Anybody that recognizes this pattern can easily take the high of the day 23.20 versus 20 to 25 cents of risk, which is clearly within the 1% threshold, give or take 0.1%, and end up with a move from 23.20 to 24.60 and the close at above 24. So that's a dollar here in this 4-hour, nearly 5-hour move. And this is fine. This is in line with the strategy. The strategy tells you you're trading the strongest stock in the market, you have to trust it, and it's going to deliver for you more than 50% of the time. And if you don't trust it, use other strategies. It's not like it's a must. It's just very easy not to get in and out, not to add, not to take partials. Trust the system, and again, if you trust the system, good things will happen. If you don't trust the system, maybe you can deliver better results. Do it. I mean, obviously we are not against any idea that's working for you as a trader, and we don't want to change any successful patterns. Okay, so that's our job here is to educate towards success and make things simpler. Now, how many traders are coming back to me and saying, you can add here, you can take a partial there, sell at the highs, go reverse the trade. I mean, the options, even on this simple trade like MGNI, are endless. Okay, go and buy it up from the VWAP. Okay, there are 20 to 30, maybe more trade ideas. If I let anybody give an opinion here, I myself have plenty of opinions, but we want to make trading simple and profitable. And okay, nobody feels that no, you cannot. Doesn't necessarily. It doesn't fit all. Okay, the strategy, but it fits a very simple and a concise strategy. And in this case, the examples keep pouring in. Now let's go to the last trade. I still have 20 seconds only. Okay. Hold on, guys. The last example, Joby Aviation. We talked about this in the pre-market yesterday, and that move above $10 yesterday. Now, in this case, obviously, not all trades are created equal. In this case, if you didn't enter very early, probably there wasn't much. Again, keep in mind the importance of those round numbers. $10 is magical. $15 is magical. $20 is magical. Okay, guys, thanks for being here with us in this video. Please share it with your day trading friends, and we'll see you in the next one later on today.